Breaking news, Chiose comes out as straight. This is an inflammatory insinuation from an LGBTQ plus consultant likely involved. Wait, what? Chiose comes out as straight? Another LGBTQ plus consultant granted anonymity to avoid going to war with the mayor just yet noted a trend in Mamdani hurting the political aspirations of gay candidates like Assembly candidate Brian Romero by quietly supporting his previous opponent, Aber Kawas, and city council members, Chiose, by butting him out of a House race, Tiffany Caban ditto, and Crystal Hudson by not backing her early enough in the speaker race. Breaking news, Chiose, after being bullied by Zohran Mamdani, has been bullied into being straight. Zohran Mamdani bullied our boy into being straight. That's fucked up. Shakira law in full effect. Do you think even with a negative public appeal, the possibility of Israel fully siding with Russia will maintain the relationship? No, that's not happening. There's no, oh my God. Without the United States of America, there is no like violent Israel. There is no apartheid state. I don't think you guys understand this. Zohran is making big business moves lately. Mayor Zohran Mamdani and former President Barack Obama are meeting in New York City today. A sit down that comes as Mamdani attempts to maintain a working relationship with the current commander-in-chief. This meeting is months in the making, but Mamdani's team made scheduling it sooner rather than later a key priority in the past few weeks, hoping to use it to extend momentum generated by his first 100 days in office, according to sources. Plans for the meeting with Obama, a longtime target of Trump attacks, came together at a time when Mamdani's surprisingly chummy relationship with the current president is showing signs of strain. I mean, Obama is probably just promoting his Netflix show. My assessment on this is Obama should play a more active role in the party and not in the direction of whipping votes against the striving left flank, but instead in defense of it. That's what I think. How much is Obama charging for the meet and greet? Who knows? Mehdi Hasan with good criticism about AOC. A California assemblyman put out a 3-minute video about you being racist towards Vietnamese. I don't care, man. Sure, whatever, dude. Okay, yeah, you got me. All right. The California assemblyman is a fucking MAGA guy, okay? He is the same guy that I'm yelling at. Buddy, if you're a right-wing shit, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, okay? You can suck me from the back, too. It's so stupid. Like, oh, yeah, this racism coming from this progressive woke libtard cannot go on. And that's why you should vote for Donald Trump, the least anti-Asian man in the country. Is that what the argument is? Like, shut the fuck up. You can disagree and even be vulgar with right-wing shit just because they come from an Asian background doesn't change. Like, you can't use that as a defensive mechanism when you're advancing the anti-DEI and the white supremacist agenda of the Republican Party. What are we doing here? It's so stupid. It's so funny because, like, we've seen this already. We know, like, it's the classic story of like minority groups tokenizing themselves under the altar of white supremacy over and over again to be like, wow, you're criticizing me? Well, I guess if you're criticizing me, well, I'm a black conservative. If you're criticizing me, that means you hate black people. It's like, no, I'm criticizing the conservatism. Like, it has nothing to do with your identity. You're the one who's trying to use your identity as a shield to be like, no, you have to be a white supremacist. You have to be aligned with white supremacists. You have to vote for Donald Trump. You have to be on board with this agenda. Here, after all, I'm a conservative, reactionary, far-right Vietnamese man saying that you have to do this. Okay, well, I don't think you have magical, mystical powers. Sorry. I'm going to treat you in the same way that I treat anyone. And if you are going to be a right-winger, if you're going to advance the white nativist agenda of Trump, then, you. Okay, sorry. What is this? I mean, I thought we were, like, woke 2 doesn't feature this stuff, right? This is woke 1 behavior, and liberals used to fall for this shit in woke 1. And I think a big part of the reason why this stuff doesn't work anymore is because we saw the unlimited faucet of standpoint epistemology and marginalized identities being used as a defense mechanism for heinous crimes that Israel was committing for the last 2.5 years. It's like, well, wait a minute. You're attacking my comfort, genocide, apartheid state. How dare you? I'll have you know, it's the Jewish ethno state. You must hate all Jews. Like, no, I don't actually. I don't. You want me to say that, but that's not the case. I'm actually attacking this far right country that's doing heinous acts of violence. And the same goes for this shit. You can't be like, wow, this is heinous racism. Like, this is heinous racism. It's like, no, man, it's not actually. It's me shit on a racist person that's pushing a racist agenda while also saying, look, how could I be racist? After all, I'm Vietnamese. It doesn't work that way, okay? It doesn't fucking work that way. We know what this is. I know what this is. You also have every opportunity not to get duped by this shit, okay? Yeah, it's empty. It's like totally hollowed out politics. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you want to know? Yeah, here's a great example of this, okay? Here's a great example of leopards eating my face. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is a very prominent, very reactionary, anti-trans, anti-queer trans person, right? And guess what? She pushed for Donald Trump to win. She was a big booster of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump did what? Well, Donald Trump turned around and engaged in some of the most heinous anti-trans executive orders we've ever fucking encountered. Caitlyn Jenner, being a trans person, was not able to avoid some of that unnecessary cruelty. Now her passport gender identity has swapped back to male, okay? Not the gender that she clearly is, okay? But instead, her assigned sex at birth. And she's trying to avoid it. She's literally trying to get a carve-out for herself. Caitlyn Jenner lobbies Trump over male passport designation. This is a safety factor. I can't travel internationally anymore. I was in Mar-a-Lago 2 months ago, wrote a letter explaining all this to him, how it's affecting me and a lot of other people. Oh, so the leopards are eating your face. I never thought that would happen. Now, the worst part about this is because these freaks are so goddamn wealthy, okay, that they still will abide by their class interests. So, like, she is unironically trying to just get a carve out just for herself and maybe a couple other select few people, and she probably is still gonna support Donald Trump. That's what's so crazy about this shit. Tokens get spent, okay? Tokens get fucking spent. We told you. We've been talking about this. I hate this shit. But it's a great parallel to this guy fucking like, whoa, I can't believe it, Hasan. You're so anti-Vietnamese refugee. You told the old Vietnamese Trump supporter to suck your dick. It's like, yeah, I did, okay? And I'll tell you to suck my dick too, okay? Shut the fuck up. We're not doing this. We're not playing this game anymore. If you support Trump, then fuck you, okay? If you're a right-wing Republican politician, okay, you can suck my dick too. You, okay? What is this? The fuck do you mean? You're like, whoa. I was supporting Trump Vietnamese style. Like, it doesn't matter. You're still supporting Trump, okay? You're talking about a guy whose unaccountable thugs are literally kidnapping people that look like your relatives off of the fucking streets right now. That's happening right now. And you're fucking advancing that agenda. Suck my dick. The fuck do you mean this is racist? You clearly don't give a shit about racism. You're advancing it. I hate this. I hate this nonsense. It's so silly. It's such a silly thing that people do. It doesn't work, man. Who is this fuck for? Anyway, and yeah, this is the alternative. This is exactly what takes place when you actually so aggressively petition for Trump, so aggressively push for Donald Trump and his reactionary fascist agenda, okay? They take your rights away. Wake the fuck up.
Recently, I had my passport. I had to get it renewed. I sent it back, comes back gender marker M, screws everything up. So there's a form in there. If they made a mistake, you can correct it. So I fill out all the proper forms. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not calling the president. You know, I got.
No, they didn't. They did it on purpose. The cruelty is the point. That wasn't a mistake. That's actually what you voted for. That's actually what you petitioned for. That's actually what you aggressively demanded. Okay? That's what happened. That's what happened. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. The problem is the overwhelming majority of trans people did not want this. As a matter of fact, you might be one of like the 10 trans people in the country that was like, I'm going to vote for and actively demand others vote for the most anti-trans campaign and the most anti-trans administration that has existed in American history. And you got what you fucking wanted. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, dude. Oh my God, how could the lepers eat my face?
Got his personal cell number. I'm not calling anybody.
I like
I'm to see if I
Hasan,
can
but sometimes
fix this
he needs
myself.
to wrap it up, take a week
It's
off,
not
bitch.
just about me. It's about all people in this situation, you know? So I even sent a hard copy of my birth certificate, Caitlyn Jenner, gender, sex, female. I did everything. And they sent it back M. They didn't change it at all. So now I'm in a position, Tommy, that what do I do?
Right.
This is a safety factor, okay? I can't travel
I've seen too many liberals being so excited to misgender Jenner. Yeah, I mean, that's also bullshit. I don't do that either. Like, that's the thing. I won't attack someone on their background. I will expose the contradictions of being, you know, someone who uses their like Vietnamese refugee status or someone who uses their trans status to hype up a dangerous right-wing anti-trans or anti-migrant agenda. Okay, I don't think it's an opportunity to, you know, it's not expanding the permission structure where you get to engage in the same kind of right-wing maneuvering, right? You can, however, talk about, you know, what it looks like to be a token for such a dangerous right-wing agenda and how that harm inevitably comes back to you. Yeah, this is the real chickens for KFC moment. Okay? Yeah, Vietnamese diaspora in Orange County, by the way, Charlie Kirk Way and Day, Westminster. They got conservative Viet diaspora got a street named Charlie Kirk Way. Yeah. It's the same energy as saying you'll call ICE on your Latino Trump supporter neighbors. Yeah, I don't fuck with that stuff. As you guys know, I don't do that shit. Okay? This isn't even like holding back. This is just, you know, there are certain things that I'll do. Like I'll fat shame Randy Fine. You know what I mean? That's like, that in my opinion doesn't reach that same standard, but like, I'm not going to engage in like broad reactionary cruelty just because someone is my you know, ideological opponent
nationally anymore, okay? I can't use my passport. I can use global entry. It says F. I can do this. I can travel in the United States, license, you know, driver's license, pilot's license, everything, gender marker F. So it really creates a big problem. And I'm trying to figure out at this point what to do. I don't blame President Trump. I love him. But for a lot of people, this is a huge issue, you know? Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of...
It's crazy. Oh, it's not just for me. It's for all these other people. Oh, all these other trans people that you threw under the bus. Actually, I can't even say you threw them under the bus. It's like you drove the bus over them. Okay, like you literally were driving. You were in the driver's seat. You were holding the steering wheel and you were steering the wheel in the direction of trans people and you ran them over. Okay, you were the bus driver. It's crazy. I didn't even realize that's a fucking one because she did actually kill someone. She did run someone over. I didn't even realize that was... God damn, Caitlyn Jenner sucks so bad. She did literally kill someone with a vehicle. She engaged in vehicular manslaughter. Oh my God, I had forgotten about that. That's how much of a fucking psycho she is, that I forgot that she is also a murderer because of how much her like last decade of advocacy has been so geared in the direction of doing unlimited destruction to trans people.
Where I'm at right now, I have not talked to the president. I was in Mar-a-Lago 2 months ago, wrote a letter explaining all of this to him, how it's affecting me and a lot of other people. And unfortunately, he wasn't there that weekend. Actually, the Secret Service guy said he could get it to him, put it on his desk and stuff. I haven't heard from him. He's kind of busy right now.
Oh, ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, I'm working on it. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't think the leopards would eat my face. I really don't get the point of fat shaming Randy Fine. I don't give a fuck what size he is. No one else gives a fuck that actually cares about Randy Fine. Like, they care that he's a sick fascist fuck. Okay, guys, stop. Oh, every time I bring this stuff up, every time I talk about like, certain pejoratives that are otherwise deemed inappropriate in most circumstances being utilized, there's always people who want to sanitize language even further. Okay, I understand your argument. You're morally righteous. I get it. You're correct. Okay, they're not a Randy Fine apologist. They're just doing the argument against fat phobia and fat shaming in general. You're right. I'm a bad person. Okay. I'm just a bad person. I promise you. That's what it is. I'm just a bad guy. That's it. And I can't hold myself back from being a bad guy. All right. I know it's bad and I still do it. And yes, it's the same with using the term libtard. It's just saying the R word with extra steps. I know. Okay. You got me. I'm a bad person. And I also eat meat. Okay. I eat meat. I'm not a vegan. And that's also bad. It's immoral. I'm an immoral and bad person. Please. I'm imperfect. Anyway. I miss the time when insults only apply to the target. Yeah. This is ironically what Republicans exploit with regular frequency, by the way. The constant need to sanitize language, the constant demands from the left to hyper-focus on aesthetics. This is exactly what Republicans are exploiting, which is, part of this puzzle, part of this process of what I was talking about with respect to, how you get a right-wing reactionary guy who is like a Trump booster in Orange County turn around and act as though they are woker than thou. They don't have to be woke at all. They can be a giant piece of shit, a total right-wing Republican reactionary monster. But as long as they can get enough people on the woke left to tune into their message and to reconsider their support for certain people or whatever, then they won, right? They won. They won. They were able to successfully get you on board even for that moment, right? This is the whole point of the cynical weaponization of identity politics that only works towards your left flank. It only works towards your left flank because the further left you are, the more sensitive you are, the more virtuous you want your language to be, the more sanitized you want your language to be, because you care about these things. You don't want to offend people. You don't want to hurt people, right? And right-wingers know this, and they consistently weaponize it. That's it. They use it as a weapon.